I guess even though we were free, we were still slaves in the mind.
Message!
What's going on, family? Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Know Yourself Academy. It's your guy, Boy with the Lucky Libra. Alright, and as you can see by the title, we're continuing the low versus high vibe to your zodiac sign. So we have 2 more signs to go, and we're going to be wrapping it up with Aquarius and Pisces. So, Aquarius, you're on the hot seat. Alright, let's get right into it. Now, we start with the low vibe first. Where do we start? Aquarius, fixed air, ruled by Saturn, birthed out of the 11th house. The 11th house is dealing with the unknown and unfamiliar, how we connect to the collective consciousness through the subconsciousness. All right, how we connect to the collective consciousness through the intellect. All right, how we conduct ourselves in the public arena. How do we communicate and relate to others outside in the open? All right, and Aquarius also have the influence of Saturn and Aquarius here. So, a lot of coldness, dryness, a lot of practicality. All right, so you have an air sign here, but you have an air sign that's really only trying to communicate in a sense if it's practical, if they feel like it makes sense, it has purpose. All right, out of all the air signs, Aquarius probably speak with the most purpose. But the thing is, this becomes negative because remember, y'all, Saturn don't reflect light. So we was talking about this with Capricorn, because Capricorn is ruled by Saturn too. But Aquarius, see, the thing is, Aquarius is an air sign. Aquarius is about communication. Air is about communication, relating to others. So when you throw Saturn in there, you have somebody that can be very dry and stale face the fuck out of you if they feel like they're not relating to what you're talking about. AKA, Aquariuses know how to make you feel stupid. They know how to make other people feel stupid for being humans. It's like Aquariuses look down on human beings. Alright? Everything they're doing is based off the intellect. Seeing how to associate themselves with people. Seeing, how they can relate themselves to the collective. Seeing what resources, is in the collective or within relationships they have. How to get from point A to B in reality, dealing with stability, but specifically through relationships and how they relate with the environment. So when Aquariuses are relating to somebody, they already kind of have a default mentality of seeing, all right, what's the purpose in this individual? What resources this person has? What is this person building, working on? What is this person's mindset on? Their role in the collective. How do they relate to the collective? How can I relate to this person to build or, add on to anything that I'm trying to stabilize in this reality? So Aquarius is already sizing that up. So it becomes real negative when somebody wants to communicate and relate to an Aquarius about something else. And this may not be something that's practical or, something that ain't really dealing with something that can add on or they can utilize to use. They may give you that dryness, all right? Or if Aquarius don't even just want to even talk about what you're talking about, Geminis, Libras, they kind of know how to fake the funk, keep talking about it a little bit and then transition into another conversation. Aquarius they're like the most, I don't want to say the most blunt air sign, because you got Geminis that could just speak what comes from the mind, but Aquarius is just that the bluntness is mixed with sarcasm too. One of the most sarcastic signs in the zodiac. Best believe that. Them air signs, y'all Aquariuses know how to fix y'all words when y'all trying to make people feel incompetent, incapable, and not intelligent, stupid. Like, Aquariuses know how to fix some words for that. All right, stop doing that, Aquarius. Stop making us humans. We know well, shit. I know I'm a spirit in a body, but stop doing that to us. Stop doing that, Aquarius. Making us feel like we dumb, we stupid, because we don't see what you see. Because we can't practically make sense of things the way you see it, and the way you communicate it to us. If you try to almost like you say things in a way it ain't direct, It ain't direct like you stupid or you slow or something, but it says something. Aquariuses know how to fix words to say, to state something about what you're talking about, and they really talking about you. Like, for an example, is like, if you come to an Aquarius for advice about something, to ask them about something, but let's say what you asking about them, let's say what you're trying to seek information about is something that maybe you could have got information about on your own. All right, you could have figured that out, but you just felt like you need to hit them on the exit. They gonna say something to make you realize you could have got that information on your own. Like, but they gonna tell you the answer. They're gonna be like, you could just Google it. Like they'll give you the answer, be like, yeah, but you know, things like this are on Google. But like some shit, some sarcastic. I can't even get that sarcastic. You know, but Aquariuses, y'all good for that. So Aquariuses, stop making people feel stupid and incapable and shit. And then you got and then it's like I said, they're gonna look at you if it's definitely something you could have done on your own. That's a pet peeve to an Aquarius, because Aquarius is, you got that Uranus influence there, so they're dealing with individuality. All right, so even though they want to relate to the collective, they want to connect. All right, they have a lot of goals for the collective that you know, a lot of times Aquarius is sun, moon, rising. You guys have goals that are bigger than yourselves. Big is humanitarian like goals. All right, things for the collective, things for the environment. All right, so but overall, since they have that influence of individuality with Uranus there being an individual, being unique, aka also opposing and rebelling against what's regular, what's normal. All right, they want to, it's like when they're dealing with others that don't have a sense of individuality, that is annoying to them. That is annoying, and they can get in that sarcastic bag dealing with these people. Especially if you're dating Aquarius. You dating Aquarius, you got Aquarius best friends, siblings, y'all know what I'm talking about. Alright? Like, yo, I don't want to hear your smart shit today. Like, can you just answer my question? I don't want to hear the smart shit. Alright? Don't be making them faces too like I'm dumb for asking you this. Alright? Before I stop talking to your ass. And that's the thing about Aquarius. Like, you feel me? They're air signs, so they want to communicate. A lot of Aquariuses come off as they're not really communicative or whatever. Their presentation don't look social, and then you start meeting this Aquarius, you're like, damn, this motherfucker could talk. And they know a whole bunch of shit too. But it's that mystique to them that makes them kind of, they deal with the unknown and unfamiliar out of that 11th house influence, and then it's just Saturn and Uranus there. So if we're going to communicate, relate, it's going to be about business. It's going to be about making sense about something. It's going to be about, you know, stabilizing something, all right? Helping build something, all right? So you have that influence there. Okay, and the thing is, the individuality, it's a intriguing theme for Aquarius, because you guys are individuals, but you want to do things for the community and the collective, and you want to relate to others. So Aquariuses be having to find that balance with being an individual and what they do. All right, with having to learn how to like play a percentage with how much they give themselves to the collective and relate in the community, and how much they do them, because regardless, Aquariuses come off detached. All right, that's the thing. Aquariuses are super fucking detached. All right, so if you dating an Aquarius, you know, understand that there's gonna be times that they just want space, that sense of individuality. They need to continue to feel that when they're in relationships. So this can become very negative when you're dealing with an Aquarius, and you know, say you like, if Aquarius is dealing with a certain water sign, all right, say Aquarius is dealing with somebody that's a water sign, got the sun and moon and water and fire or something. So this person, you know, they express themselves, they express their feelings and emotions, you know, can express them impulsively, all right. And you know, they may throw some feelings at you from here and there. Aquariuses, the thing about Aquariuses, they have a way of making you feel like your feelings and emotions and thoughts ain't really that important. They ain't really like, it's detached. It's detached. Saturn ain't reflecting shit. So, you know, that could be very overwhelming, or I don't know what's the word to use. That could be very overwhelming or uncomfortable for somebody that feel like they need that connection, when Aquariuses want to get in that detached bag, when it's like 1 minute, you know, they super relatable, whatnot, and then you realize 1 minute they feel like, you know, I kind of want to be alone in my own thoughts. Aquariuses could want to be alone in their own thought a lot. So, you know, a lot of air signs could get lost in the head. Airheads get lost in all the thoughts, dealing with logic, communication. You know, even though all air signs dealing with thoughts in different ways, you know, Aquariuses could get lost in the head too, because, you know, it's also a fixed air. And we know all fixed signs could be either consistent or stubborn. So when you're dealing with Aquariuses, you're going to have somebody that's very consistent in the way they, and how they think about things, you know, and their outlook at things. Aquariuses can see another aspect of something, especially if it makes sense. Like it's hard for them to not pay attention to something that looks like it makes sense, or it's a resource or something. They'll pay attention to it. But for the most part, you know, they can be stubborn with the way they think. So you can have Aquarius that's either really closed-minded, or an Aquarius that you can't change their perspective about certain things. And you know, y'all got to be careful of that, Aquarius. Yeah, make sure that don't stunt your personal spiritual growth out here. All right, that's for all my fixed signs. We learn from y'all how to be consistent, but at the same time, you don't want to block opportunities, because you can only see what you can see. So that's for my Aquariuses, man. That's the negatives. Could be real deflective, shoot people's dreams down. All right, don't reflect light. So if it don't make sense, you ain't trying to hear it or whatnot, or if it don't really relate to how your bigger perspectives, or how you're trying to connect and relate to the world and do things for the collective, is you almost look at it as middle school in a way. You got to be able to be careful of not doing that so much, Aquarius. All right, and then, you know, you guys ain't really, you know, reflecting that feelings and emotions like that. As air, we ain't dealing with feelings and emotions. Got the influence of Saturn, makes business, so your practicality, your staleness, all right, your sarcasm can really block some opportunities, can really turn some people off. Got to be careful of that. Okay, and how you think. Got to be able to try to get a little adaptable with the way you think. Exercise different things, all right? When different concepts come to you, allow yourself to, you know, ponder on some of them concepts instead of relating it back to how you think about things, all right? You're going to continuously block things in your lifetime if you guys stay in that type of, I would say, negative side of a fixed archetype. Now, moving on to the positives of an Aquarius, all right? Now, you got a positive Aquarius, you got somebody that's constantly looking at how to add on, or, you know, improve, grow things outside of themselves, the relationships of others outside of themselves. Aquariuses already always know how to, always have information for you to help yourself gain stability. Like, the shit is crazy. Like, an Aquarius could look like they don't even got their stability to. Aquarius is one of the number one signs, may not look like they got their stability together and got way more bread than you think. Aquarius is, they good for not. A lot of Aquarius close friends don't be knowing how much bread the Aquarius got. Aquarius is good for not letting people know that shit. You think I don't know that shit? Oh, I know y'all keep that shit low, Aquarius. I know y'all keep that shit low. But you feel me? But the thing about the Aquarius riding the positive frequency vibration, whether they getting it or not, they got information to help you. They know how to look at you, and they know how to see the resources you have. The sun, or, well, this is sun, moon, rising Aquariuses, but, like, you know, when you're dealing with Aquarius sun sign, you consciously paying attention to people's actions, how they communicate, and their resources, all right? So it's like you could look, Aquariuses know how to see people's, look at your career, look at the resources, look at the people you know, and be like, damn, you trying to do this? You don't realize you could use that, boom, 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 get from point A to B. Aquariuses is good for that. Aquarius and Caps, good for that, all right? And then on top of that, you know, like I said, some of the biggest, you know, humanitarian spirits out here, all right? 11th house is about the collective consciousness. 11th and the 12th house. 12th house, how we connect to it subconsciously, through the feelings and emotions. 11th house, how we do it through the thoughts, through intellectually. So Aquarius is always thinking about how relationships could build, how its relationships, or how it could relate itself to a certain organization or group, in order to do something bigger than the group, bigger than itself, for the collective, all right, for others to prosper off of, not just itself. Okay, so Aquariuses, and they're all examples of people, of free thinkers. They're all examples of people to teach you how to think for themselves. All right, Aquariuses is good for to be Aquariuses are good for being that one person in a group setting or something that doesn't align with what everybody's agreeing about, and actually is the first person to let people see something from a different side, not because, you know, they just trying to bring a different side, because they already is fixed air. They already have a unique way about thinking. So Aquarius is good for giving you a unique perspective, a different perspective of how to look at something. It's almost hard to change their mind about something because they're busy changing other people's minds about things with their individual like actions. So the way they think inspires others, and they you know, are broadcasted as examples of how to be an individual. And I always tell you, becoming an individual in this lifetime is very important spiritually. You need to learn that. That's a lesson we need to learn here. Individuality. All right. So, you know, we all could do some of the same things, but you have to learn how to do things your way. Okay, we all could do music. You gotta learn how to do music your way. All right, we all could do the same business. You gotta learn how to do business your way, through your energies. You need to learn how to manifest twin flames and healthy relationships through your energies. All right, we all have different lessons. So as we go through life and we learn to extract wisdom from our experiences and see what the universe, what repetitive lessons we're being placed in. These are the things that help us to understand these things without even getting a natal chart reading. All right, without seeing a spiritual healer. All right, universe always placing you in certain in certain experiences to learn certain things. So when we have Aquariuses, they're always gonna be examples of us to look at and be like, damn, this person has a mind of its own. This person thinks for themselves. This person, you know, can govern their own action based off their own thoughts. Don't look like they need an external reference to guide them. All right, Aquariuses, yep, great for that. All right, so y'all already know what it is, family. Next, we picking up with my Pisces. All right, and then we gonna get into another series. All right, we gonna close out 2020 with some heat. All right, we pretty much in the second half of the year, moving into the fall season. So to close out this second half of the year, we got to make sure that we tightening up, we understanding the energies that's going on, we understanding more about self. All right, so Know Yourself Academy. This is the point. This is why you're here watching this. You trying to learn self better. All right, so a lot of you guys also been asking about readings. If you don't know, all right, you guys can visit my website, gardenofconsciousness.com. All right, link is in the description. I run the website with me and my spiritual colleagues, so you guys could go ahead and go on the website and read the about us. You can browse the different reading options, and you guys can DM me on Instagram. Make sure you follow me on Instagram as well and stay posted for daily content. All right, guys, so picking up with Pisces next, and until then, peace.